ILERA EKO Lawale ILERA EKO Lochewa Logo. Let us work hand in hand. Lagos health is our wealth. ILERA EKO Lawale ILERA EKO Lochewa Logo. Let us work hand in hand. Lagos health is our wealth. Oh yeah, any day, from the north to the south, the east and the west. Let us work hand in hand. Lagos health is our wealth. Oh yeah, any day, let us work hand in hand. Lagos health is our wealth. ILERA EKO Lawale ILERA EKO Lochewa Logo. Let us work hand in hand. Lagos health is our wealth. Oh yeah, any day, let us work hand in hand. Lagos health is our wealth. ILERA EKO. ILERA EKO Lawale.
My name na Johnny, but you fit to call me Standard Johnny. Yes, so that na because I don register for the new ILERA EKO Standard Jara plan. Standard Jara na the advanced improvement level of the standard plan. So therefore, Standard Jara don add extra Jara benefits, telephone medicine care, every year test or screening, plus different mental health service. E never finish oh. People wey don already pay down for the Standard Jara fit carry waka enter any of the new V-Boot centers throughout all the big area market for Lagos. You know wetin sweet me pass? Your age or any past condition no matter at all oh.
Oh yeah, begin receive more treatment for your health insurance with Standard Jara. For more tori, make you WhatsApp or call 0700 ILERA EKO 07004 537 2356. You fit also register for any Ibile divisional office or ILERA EKO kiosk wey dey near you. ILERA EKO, nobody go carry last.
ILERA EKO Lochewa Logo.
You don't hear say Lashma don't bring V-Boot come with market?
Now who be Lashma?
Lashma na Lagos State Health Management Agency. The people will bring ILERA EKO.
Oh, okay. The social health insurance people. But what you come consign us with V-Boot?
Caro, V-Boot na the online store where subscribers fit get telephone healthcare talk with Dokita. Them don't station all these V-Boot stores them for all the big area markets throughout Lagos. People wey don already pay down for the Standard Jara plan go enjoy all the better benefits of the old standard plan together with the new extra jolliment.
Abeg, tell me say this talk na true.
Just dial *6700 *006# to join Standard Jara one time or call 0700 ILERA EKO. You fit also send WhatsApp message to 0704 535 8275 or register online for www.lashma.com. ILERA EKO, nobody go carry last.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. As the saying goes, health is wealth. And that's why every Monday at around this time, we bring you a show that, gives you pointers on how you can prioritize your health, access quality health care at very, very affordable cost. And today is no different. Yes, it's time for that show, ILERA EKO XTRA, which of course is helping Lagosians prioritize their health and well-being. I'm your host, Akan Usen, and I'm excited to have you tune in today for an informative and engaging time on radio. Of course, this show is powered by the Lagos State Health Management Agency, LASHMA. And yes, it's going to be a great time. We have a special guest joining us on the show to share valuable insights. Do me one favor, don't touch that dial, and it definitely will be worth your while. You're welcome. Of course, it's a two-way conversation, so I would definitely love to hear from you as the show progresses. Yes, studio lines are 080-991-20777 and 091-538-77127. Do well to call in if you have any questions, if you want to say clarification, or you just want, to broaden your knowledge. Anything as regards ILERA EKO, we'll definitely love to hear from you. 091-538-77127, the number to call. We'll definitely love to, hear from you. You can also send a WhatsApp message, 080-991-20777. One more time, you're welcome. All right, on the show today, we have a guest who, of course, will be, shining the light on the mandatory health insurance and something I'm a bit, nonplussed. I feel she will definitely do justice to this. The Corporate Identification Number, CIN. What exactly is that? We'll get to know all this. Yes, with us in the studio, we have Mrs. Tosin Adeosun. She is Monitoring and Compliance Manager with LASHMA. You are welcome, Mrs. Adeosun.
Thank you, Mr. Akan.
Okay, so I hope traffic wasn't much of a bother coming in.
Not at all.
Not at all. Okay, great to hear that. All right, so straight away we go into this discourse. We've been talking about mandatory health insurance for some time now. Can you just give us a bit of a background? What informed this, and what does it really mean? For the benefit of those who really do not have a firm grasp of this. Let's start from that angle.
What really gave birth to the mandatory health insurance is that the government of Lagos State wants the citizens of Lagos State, the residents of Lagos State, to be healthy. When we have a healthy resident, we definitely have a healthy economy in the state. So in the year 2015, there was a law enacted in May 2015 specifically, that talks about residents having access to affordable healthcare services in the state. So that is the genesis of it in Lagos State. And it is saying that it is mandatory for all residents of Lagos State to be enrolled on the social health insurance plan being sold by LASHMA, the Lagos State Health Management Agency.
So that's Lagos State through LASHMA, to every nook and cranny of the state. Yeah. Just a side note, of course, a show is starting today, a program. We have a new show on the station, Nijoba Ibile Iko. And our guest on the show much later today is Honorable J.S. Babatunde of Orile Agege Local Government. Of course, just a side note, just to let you know. So it's something you definitely want to be a part of much later in the day today. Yes, back to ILERA EKO. Yes, it's all about you. If you live and work in Lagos, this covers you. It's a mandatory health insurance policy. And, what are the provisions in this executive order that you talked about that backs this mandatory health insurance?
Okay. I would like to let you know that the executive order came out on the 16th July 2024.
Okay. It
is to ensure that all residents are registered on the social health insurance plan.
Yeah.
I said this earlier, that is for the benefit of residents, for them to be registered. So there are about 10 highlights in the executive order.
10
but
highlights.
But the first one first said that it is mandatory, that it is compulsory for all residents to be registered on health insurance. Another one that is similar to it is that people will not be able to access public services when they don't have this health insurance. Like, for example, when they go to MDAs, ministries, departments, and agencies to obtain their services, it is part of the requirements that they will ask for at this point.
So are you saying that a time is coming when this will be enforced?
Yes, it will be enforced. But what we are doing now is that we are doing sensitization.
Okay.
Part of what is also on that highlight is that the agency should do sensitization, should educate residents about the benefits, and that also there will be sanctions for non-registration. So the reason why we are also here on the Lagos traffic radio, to sensitize people that it is important, most especially for their health and also for us to have a healthy Lagos.
Okay, great. Okay, so what are the measures being put in place for this to be implemented? Talking about the mandatory health insurance, you talked about the provisions in the executive order. What are the strategies and structures being put in place for this to be a reality?
Okay, part of the strategy that the agency is currently using now is that we have been going to engage various MDAs, collaborating with them. So also we find out areas of collaboration and how we can implement it. When something is an executive order, it is to be implemented. People should realize that it is for their own benefit, the reason why we have this executive order. So part of the implementation is, the first thing is that we have been going around MDAs. We have over 100 MDAs in Lagos State. So we have engaged about 50% of it, and we are still, there's continuous engagement with these MDAs to find out areas of collaboration, and also areas in which, or ways that which we can implement it. And secondly, like I said earlier, we have also been engaging in public awareness in all the divisions, the Ibile division, Ikorodu, Ekpe, Lagos division, and other divisions that we have in Lagos State. We have offices in these various divisions. We have, we call some people foot soldiers. We have them in various divisions. Also in public hospitals, in private hospitals, we have been doing massive awareness creation.
Okay, so in light of this, how are you bridging the language divide, educational disparity, so to say? There are some people who do not understand English. Are there any structures in place to be able to bridge that gap?
There are a lot of structures in place. I mentioned various divisions. We use the indigenous people in these locations. We employ people in those locations to work with us. We also have focal persons in these various divisions. We engage local council, the LCDAs, the LGAs. We engage them, and all the chairmen of the various local governments are also aware. We have conducted several retreats and a lot of seminars to bring them up to speed as to what the agency is currently doing.
Oh, great. But coming back to the fact that this is a mandatory scheme, everyone is supposed to be on board. Would there be penalties for not enrolling on the social health insurance scheme?
Sure. When people run foul against the law, definitely there will be penalty. But I also mentioned it that it is important that we sensitize people. So that is what we are currently doing. We have been going around to create a public awareness. Let people be aware. In fact, most especially with the benefits that is there. The plan is very affordable. It is just 15,000 naira per individual. For family of 4, it is 55,000 naira. For family of 6, it is 85,000 naira per annum. And it has a wide range of coverage. It covers for consultation, prescribed drugs, laboratory tests, the advanced tests like PSA for male that are above the age of 40.
Yes.
For telemedicine, telemedicine has the element of teleconsultation.
Yes.
People can actually consult with the doctor at the comfort of their homes or offices. So this is
without having to go there
physically.
Yes.
Drugs will be prescribed, and they will also pick up their drugs at a close by community pharmacies. We are working with both private and public hospitals.
Great one. All right, a quick detour to check out the traffic situation. I see that we have this one from the control room touching the Orile-Igomu axis, where movement is quite calm from Nigeria Breweries onwards Igomu Bridge. Igomu Bridge moving down to Doing Bus Stop at the diversion point. Onwards Orile Bus Stop is moving as expected. Orile Bus Stop onwards Odunade, Coca Bus Stop, Suru Alaba, Koscharis onwards Oshodi Papa Expressway is good. On the return stretch from Signals Barracks towards Odunade Bus Stop is good to Orile Bus Stop. Orile Bus Stop approaching White Sand, you'll experience a bit of a delay due to, well, some portions of the road there. But immediately after White Sand, approaching Igomu Bridge down to Costain Bus Stop is very, very good. Eko Bridge descending to Ijora Lokpa turning point is good down to Loma. Loma moving down to Ijora Lokpa, Amog Terminal, Ijora 7 Up is good to go. Iveco looking good down to Igomu underneath the bridge. As the program progresses, we'll definitely give you more traffic feeds. Ebutero Akpongbon axis, Eko Bridge inwards Akpongbon slow due to ongoing expansion joint maintenance work on the bridge. The 3 lanes have been streamlined into a single lane, which is slowing down vehicular movement on Eko Bridge inwards Akpongbon. But immediately after the construction point, it is good inward CMS proper, and we have traffic managers stationed there doing the needful around that axis. Of course, we are talking mandatory health insurance, and of course, we will be moving on to talk about what the corporate identification number is, what's it all about, what's it used for, how can you get it, and what does it imply right here in Lagos State. But meanwhile, do note that you should be on board with ILERA EKO. You should come be a part of this, because you definitely will enjoy so much coverage, so much to nobody wants to fall sick, but the truth of the matter is it's always nice having a safety net, whenever and whenever the need arises. If not for you, think of your loved ones. All right, I'll go for just a quick breather, and when I come back, we'll definitely take it to the next level. Mrs. Tosin Adeoshun is still with us. She is monitoring and compliance manager with Lashma. Stay close, we'll be right back.
Say Lashma don't bring V-Boots come with market.
Now who be Lashma?
Lashma na Lagos State Health Management Agency. The people will bring ILERA EKO.
Oh, okay. The social health insurance people. But wetin come consign us with V-Boots?
Caro, V-Boots na the online store where subscribers fit get telephone healthcare talk with Dokita. Dem don station all these V-Boot stores dem for all the big area markets throughout Lagos. People wey don already pay down for the standard Jara plan go enjoy all the better benefits of the old standard plan together with the new extra jolliment.
Abeg, tell me say this talk na true.
Just dial *6700 *006 # to join standard Jara one time, or call 0700 ILERA EKO. You fit also send WhatsApp message to 0704 535 8275 or register online for www.lashma.com. ILERA EKO, nobody go carry last.
ILERA EKO, la one leg.
My name na Johnny, but you fit call me Standard Johnny. Yes, so that na because I don register for the new ILERA EKO Standard Jara plan. Standard Jara na the advanced improvement level of the standard plan. So therefore, Standard Jara don add extra Jara benefits, telephone medicine care, every year test or screening, plus different mental health service. E never finish o. People wey don already pay down for the Standard Jara fit carry waka enter any of the new V-Boot centers throughout all the big area market for Lagos. You know wetin sweet me pass? Your age or any past condition no matter at all.
Oh yeah, begin receive more treatment for your health insurance with Standard Jara. For more tori, make you WhatsApp or call 0700 ILERA EKO 07004 537 2356. You fit also register for any Ibile divisional office or ILERA EKO kiosk where they near you. ILERA EKO, nobody go carry last.
ILERA EKO, no logo.
right, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. And yes, it's ILERA EKO XTRA right here on your darling station. And we have been doing justice to this topic. And of course, with us in the studio, just making sure we understand everything there is to know about the mandatory health insurance and corporate identification number, CIN, is Mrs. Tosin Adeosun, monitoring and compliance manager. Okay, we seem to have a bit of a situation with the WhatsApp, so might not be able to get questions via that platform, but I will appreciate if you send me your you just call. Okay, let's see how we can call in via our studio lines 091 538 77127. If you have any questions about this topic and you'd want a clarification, let's see how we can help set everything right, just give you the proper information you need. And yes, so the question is, what is corporate identification number? We're talking CIN. What's that? Is that different from every other the numbers we're supposed to? So what is this? Is that so? Mrs. Adeosun, help us. What is corporate identification number?
Okay, like you rightly said, CIN is corporate identification number.
Yes.
It is not like we are particular about people obtaining the CIN alone,
Okay.
but it is like a means to an end.
Okay. When you say means to
We
an
want
end.
people to have that number
Okay.
in order to allow them register their employees.
Oh, okay.
In Lagos, we have when you look at Nigeria, Lagos is one of the states that have a lot of corporate organizations.
Yeah.
The corporate corporate head offices of many organizations, banks, and other companies reside
situated in Lagos. Yes.
So we also want the people in the corporate organizations, in the corporate world, to be registered on the scheme. That is the primary goal.
Okay, so basically this is targeted
the reason
at...
why I said it is a means.
Yes.
So organizations are supposed to obtain this number.
Okay,
So-
not individuals.
No, not
Okay,
individuals.
okay,
It is
okay.
corporate,
Okay.
not individuals.
Yes.
So organizations are supposed to obtain this number.
Yes.
So while they are trying to obtain the number, it will request for the number of employees that they have, and it will also lead them to registering those employees on the scheme. So employees are not supposed just to be working, but they are also supposed to have insurance cover, health insurance cover.
Is there any law backing this?
Yes.
Okay.
There's a law backing it. According to the LSHS law of
Yes.
2015,
Yes.
organizations have to be registered
Okay.
and obtain what we call the CIN.
Okay.
It is similar to the TIN, tax identification number.
Okay.
So as organizations have the TIN, they are also supposed to have the CIN. But like I told you, the primary objective of this CIN is that employees that are working with corporate organizations are to be registered. So that is to let you know that the Lagos State government is not only considering the informal sector.
Yes.
We are also working with
The formal sector.
private or the
Private
formal
organizations.
sectors.
Okay.
Yes.
So so how does one how are they expected to get this? How do they go about getting this or coming on board with this, organizations? How do they get this?
It is very easy,
Okay.
just with few steps.
Okay.
When they go on the internet, they can just type in LASHMA regulations.
LASHMA regulations, okay.
Or they type in LSHS regulations.
Okay, I think the LASHMA regulations is easier. LSHS, okay.
That is Lagos State
Health
Scheme
regulations, okay.
Or LASHMA regulations.
Okay.
So when you get into the page, you will see register for CIN.
Okay.
By the time you click that, it will only require you to input the name of your organization, the address, and your CAC number.
Okay.
So further questions that it will ask is that how many employees do you have
okay.
working with you? If you have a particular health insurance that you are using, it will request for it. You can actually pick it on the portal.
Okay.
You know that.
So in the instance where they're not on ILERA EKO, maybe it's a private HMO, what happens?
Yes, they'll be able to pick
Okay.
the name of the HMO on
Okay.
the portal.
Okay.
It will request for it, then they'll be able to pick it on the portal.
Okay. Now, this entire process you're talking about, so it can actually be done online.
Yes, it is online. It is online.
So from start to finish, how long will it take, or how long should it take normally?
If the person has a stable internet service, within
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Okay.
Within 5 minutes. So after
For an
this,
entire organization.
yes, after this, after answering all these questions,
Yeah.
it will request that you put the number of your employees. Then it will now bring out the amount that you're supposed to pay.
Okay.
So for
To cover them.
if you have employees below 10,
Yeah.
you are paying 5,000 naira.
Okay.
If you have
For the CIN.
for the CIN.
Okay.
So if you have employees from 11 to 50,
Yes.
you are paying 10,000 naira.
Right.
From 51 to 200, you are paying 25,000 naira.
Could you take that again? Could you take that again so that, you know,
From 1 to 10,
1 to 10, okay?
5,000 naira.
5,000, okay?
11 to 50, 10,000 naira.
Right.
51 to 200, 25,000 naira.
Okay.
From 201 to 1,000, 100,000 naira.
100,000 naira to get the CIN.
Yes.
Okay, and I know you mentioned the CAC registration
Yes.
as part of the documents.
As part
needed.
of the documents
What other
required.
documents are required?
No, that is all.
That's the
Once
all-
you have that CAC registration, it means
Okay.
that you are a corporate organization operating within the state. Then that is what you need. Just
Right.
the CAC number.
Okay. So aside being able to do this online, if any corporate organization wants to, you know, seek further clarification, is there any number to contact for further information?
Yes, we have numbers solely dedicated for CIN.
Okay. Okay. While you try to pull that up,
I'll
let's
pull
just
out the number.
Okay, traffic updates from the Ekwe axis. This one just came in. We have excellent vehicular movement from connecting Itamaru and Ayetoro, while it's cool and calm from Ayetoro in West General Hospital Junction, linking the T Junction, while K2 Temu and Okiosho down T Junction is presently in great shape. It's an impressive one from T Junction connecting Alaro City down to Kara Market, Eleganza, Eleko Junction. The return journey from Eleko Junction is also good. Kara Market, Ibeju connecting T Junction. Likewise, T Junction and K2 Ayetoro all the way down Itamaru, down to Mojoda. It's excellent at this time. And we have traffic managers, you know, well placed, doing the needful around that axis. All right, Mrs. Adeosun, you were about to give us
Okay, yes,
some
the
numbers to
number.
reach out to. Yeah.
091
091
6888
6888
55
5532.
32.
Okay.
So the second number
Yes.
0802
002.
275
Okay.
6122.
Okay. Let's just take it again. Maybe a bit slower so that you know, some people might want to write that down real quick.
0916
0916
888
888. That's 888. Okay.
5532.
5532. Okay.
Then the second number
Yes.
0802
Okay.
275
Okay.
6122.
Okay. All right. So, Mrs. Adeosun, before I let you go, what is your advice to corporate organizations? Because I will not say Lagos residents now. What's your advice to Lagos residents and corporate organizations on social health insurance, and as regards the mandatory health insurance, and you know, talking about the CIN?
My advice to the residents of Lagos State generally, you know, the residents made up of the informal sectors, the
Yes.
corporate world, also the vulnerables.
Yes.
So my advice to all residents of Lagos State is that they should get enrolled in the social health insurance plan. So for vulnerable, I'm going to talk briefly about that.
Yes, please.
For people that are deemed to be vulnerable,
Vulnerable, yeah.
they can go to public facilities where they will be profiled and they will be registered free of charge.
Oh, okay.
The government has set aside 1% of the CRF,
Yes.
which is being used to take care of the vulnerables.
Solely for the vulnerable.
Solely for the vulnerables. So there's also an harm in the agency. We call them ECOSHA, Eco Social Health Alliance. They are solely in charge of registering the vulnerables in the society. So that is for vulnerable. So for the informal sectors, we have V-booths in marketplaces where they can easily do teleconsultations with doctors. Most of these informal sectors people, maybe some of them, they don't have an Android phone with which they can do the teleconsultation. So they can easily walk into the virtual booths. They will meet with attendants there, which are nurses, and they'll be able to consult with doctors on our systems in the virtual booths. And for corporate organizations, it is compulsory according to the law that they should obtain the CIN. Like I said, the CIN is a means, not an end. So the end or the goal that we want to achieve with that is that employees working in the corporate world should also be registered on health insurance. So it is mandatory. But now, like I said, we are using this medium to do enough sensitization. Part of what we have in the executive order, part of the highlights of the executive order is that the agency has been charged with the responsibility of creating public awareness, letting people know.
So this is
the
part
benefits.
of your core responsibility.
So it is our core responsibilities, and we are doing that now. So there will also be another time towards the second quarter or towards the end of the year that there will be full enforcement. So we expect people to comply. So we are implementing the executive order. We expect people to comply, and we'll be working with various enforcement agencies to ensure that this is implemented.
When you say enforcement, I don't know. I feel what sort of enforcement, what sort of punitive measures might be taken?
The first of it is that I told you that we are working with ministries, MDAs,
yes, and agencies.
Residents may not be able to obtain approvals for some things if they don't have the proof of enrollment.
Wow.
Like part of what is in the executive order, I think number 3 or 4, is saying that the government has mandated the MDAs to request for proof of enrollment on the social health plan before they can offer their services. So companies or people seeking for their services. So before you can obtain services from MDAs, then you should be able to present your proof of enrollment on the social health insurance plan.
Wow. Thank you so much, Mrs. Tosin Adeosun, for taking time out of your busy schedule to come help us shed light on this very, very crucial topic. And to you, dear listener, thank you for tuning in to ILERA EKO XTRA today. We hope you had a great time learning more about the Lagos State Health Insurance Scheme and how, of course, it's transforming healthcare in Lagos. Before we go, do remember that investing in health is investing in a brighter future. Please, let's prioritize our health and our well-being, and let's take advantage of the opportunities available through ILERA EKO. Do not forget, much later today at around 3:15 to 4, we'll be having a new show. Yes, Nijoba ILERA EKO, and of course the guest will be Honorable J.S. Babatunde of Aurelia Agege local government, of course, so watch out for that. Just shining spotlights on the grassroots in Lagos State. All right, a big thank you to Halima right here in the studio with us, doing the background work, making sure everything works. And also thank you to Adeyinka Gbemigbade, PAO, Public Affairs Officer, Lashma. Thank you to Victor Terry. And of course, you out there for always, making sure you listen on in and just learn from us. Favor, I don't know your surname. Big ups to you out here too with us here in the studio. Don't forget to tune in next time for more exciting conversations and valuable information. Until then, stay healthy, stay happy, and keep shining. My name is Akan Usen, wishing you all the very best. Bye for now.
Wizard boy, Shola Shwetontis, Eko Wengele.
ILERA EKO, la wanle. ILERA EKO, lo
Think of great music. Think of transportation experts discussing issues. Think of government policies well spelled out. Think